But I was in the waiting room when you gave your testimony. And what I realized is that we have an enemy in common. While you were being called to the office again, I was being put out the only home I've ever known. While you were shaking with anxiety and fear over something no one ever wants to hear, I was shaking in dread because we all know what happens to little girls who have no home and no one to claim them. I think our souls passed each other by. See, my soul left me a long time ago in a dingy motel room ripped away by brutal force. It was never able to find its way back home. I think we have an enemy in common. He stalked me since I was a little girl. I know his MO. He attacked me when I was too young to protect myself, and while others looked the other way. I cried for my father too, but he didn't answer. Did you say he came for you? I was calling him too, but I guess he was too busy helping you. Left me to go from foster home to foster home. Left me to be touched, violated and maimed, physically, mentally, emotionally scarred while I constantly called out his name. Daddy, where are you? Daddy, what did I do? Daddy, please come see about me. But I guess daddies can't be in two places at the same time. Glenetta, nobody wants you. Nobody cares. You might as well give up. But I waited for him. When most would have laid down and died, I waited for him. When the pain became too much to hide, I waited for him. Certainly he heard my screams. Certainly he was weeping for me. You thought of Lazarus. I guess I was more like Hannah. She called God and it took years for him to call back. So for years I waited, drowning in a sea of self-doubt. For years I waited, unable to pull myself out, bound by the chains of trauma, bound by the chains of self-destruction, bound by the chains of fear. They told me I was going to die in this. They told me I had no value, no purpose, no worth. Certainly he's forgotten about me. They told me I would never be free. But then I heard your voice say he died for me. For every mental disorder, for every emotional scar, for every unnatural seed that was sown. He told me, you have suffered a little while. The God of all grace, who has called you to his eternal glory in Christ, will himself restore, confirm, strengthen, and establish you. He rose with all power. He broke my chains and called me by name. Oh, Judah, lift up your head, for the Lord goes before you. He will never leave you nor forsake you. Be not discouraged, for here comes the glory. Anxiety, here comes the glory. Depression, here comes the glory. Doubt, here comes the glory. Fear, here comes the glory. Our Father is here.